Bosses in video games are generally a mixed bag in the gaming community. Some are awesome, some aren't, others are forgettable, and the rest are just okay. But the fight itself is only half the battle. There's also the music that accompanies them. If a boss theme is good, it can really draw you into the fight, and even make some bad fights a little more bearable. Sometimes. As the title suggests, I'm going to be counting down my 10 personal favorite boss themes. Here's how this is going to play out. I'm going to let each song play all the way through at least once, and then give my thoughts on them.
Of course, let's go over the rules, because what is fun without the rules?
Number 1. I'm only including boss themes from games that I've actually played, and only one per series, because if I didn't, well, this would be nothing but Sonic and Undertale songs. Number 2. No final boss themes, because they're so awesome that they're getting their own list at some point. And number 3. This list is my opinion and mine alone, so if you don't see a boss theme you like on here, please don't take it personally. That's all I need to say, so let's begin. This theme is really good. That's about it. What, you were expecting more? Me too. I honestly thought for a while about what I could say on it, but the song is so short and loops so much that there's not really much to say other than it's a catchy tune that's really fun to listen to. I specifically chose the one from Mega Man 7 because Mega Man 8's version is fine, I guess, but I'm not a fan of the much lower energy. Also, missed opportunity, Capcom. You could have totally had Bass return in Mega Man 11 with not only his own double gear system, but also an awesome new remix of his theme. Whatever, you can make it up to us when you make Mega Man 12. In the meantime, we've always got the original to jam to. This song only plays for 2 fights in the entire game, Medusa's and Palutena's. Since Medusa is set up as the pseudo-final boss of the game, it makes sense to have a more dramatic and majestic theme that plays for the majority of the fight, and only transitioning to the normal boss theme in the final phase. But where the song really shines is in Palutena's battle, because here, you're not fighting an enemy, you're fighting the goddess who commands you to save her from the mind control of an alien being. And this song matches the emotion of it all perfectly. However, the other songs on this list outrank it by a long way, which is why it's so low on the list. But even so, it's still a memorable and atmospheric theme. Out of all the Meta Knight music I've heard, this is by far the best one. It really feels like you're fighting against not only your equal, but also a brave knight who will give it his all to win in a fair manner, which fits Meta Knight's character in general. No matter what, whether under someone's control or of his own free will, Meta Knight always uses his skill and abilities without cheating to ensure that he wins fair and square, which makes this song all the more great. That and most of his other fight themes are just the normal boss theme in the game. Look, I know at least one person's going to be mad at me for choosing Zero's version of Star Wars theme over 64's version, so let me explain. While I have played the 3DS remake of 64, I always thought that version was a little too fast and not as epic. Here though, not only is the song much slower, but it's also backed by a full-fledged orchestra and choir. I dare you to tell me that that doesn't sound awesome, because it more than does. Antasma's theme has to be one of the most beautiful yet intimidating songs I've ever heard. On one hand, the song has an ethereal and dreamlike feel to it, which fits given that Antasma's power is drawn from dreams. And on the other hand, it also has this creepy vibe to it, reminding the player that he is the Lord of Nightmares after all, in case the bat design didn't tip you off before. Wrap it all together with a nice little bow, and you get one banger of a battle song. When making this list, I had to include this boss theme. Not only is it super catchy to the point where it makes you want to dance, but it also has this haunting vibe to it, which makes sense given you're fighting a ghoul. And that's not even mentioning Phase 2, in which the song changes to a much faster and intense version. It really sells the fact that the Snatcher is both angry and desperate at the same time. You don't have to take my word for it. Here, have a listen. This song just screams incredible. The first time I heard it, it was literal music to my ears. Plus, the lyrics describe what the main character Raiden, and by extension the player, thinks what the main villain, Senator Armstrong's main goal is: to unite the whole world under one rule. The American collective consciousness, if you will. Granted, this turns out to be wrong, but that's a topic for another day. For now, we got an absolute banger of a boss theme to rock to. I'm just gonna say it. Best Ridley theme ever! Ridley's had multiple versions of his battle theme across the Metroid series, but none of them, I repeat, none of them compare to this one. It's loud, it's ferocious, it's intense, it's everything that Ridley is and more. And I seriously doubt that any future Metroid games will ever be able to top it. Let's get one thing out of the way. Is this song a remix? Yes. Is it amazing? Heck yes. Many of you who played Generations likely didn't even realize that there is, in fact, a 3DS version. Well, there is, and it features this amazing remix of the Big Arm boss fight from Sonic 3. Even so, this amazing song is brought down ever so slightly because in the actual fight, you only get to hear the first 45 seconds unless you purposely drag out the fight. Regardless, it's still a fun song to jam to. Oh man, this song is so beautiful. This song only plays during the genocide route of Undertale, and it perfectly meshes the heroicness of Undyne's normal boss theme and the sadness of the situation. In this fight, you are the villain, and outside of the infamous Megalovania, no other song in the game makes that fact as clear as this one. I'm Tony Sonic, and... who's there?
Just me.
Oh hey DT, is that a new jacket?
Why, yes it is. Thank you for noticing. It's so soft and leathery. Your grandma got it for me.
Okay, enough. What are you doing up here?
Right, sorry. A strange fat biker guy drove up to the house as I was on the front porch. He gave me this game. I figured you'd get more use out of it than I would.
WarioWare Gold. Huh, that was awful nice of him. I've heard good things about this game.
Wait, didn't Charlie make a video on that one?
Oh yeah, he did, didn't he?